Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel where we are constantly healing, growing, and evolving. My name is Angel.lenise, your divine feminine coach, here to help you on your journey as you manifest and step into this softer divine feminine era. So if you're into that, let's get into this video. Hi lovelies, welcome back. I'm so excited to get this video out. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some content creators that kind of hit on this. You have to find them their gems, but I'm excited to help my girls heal, help my feminine energy step into their divine feminine. What I mean by stepping into your divine feminine is simply just being you and basking in that essence and in that energy in the best ways possible. As you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about how choosing yourself in certain situations where you should be choosing yourself helps you step back into that divine feminine era in essence. I got notes, all right, because I don't want to get off topic. We're going to hit about 4 good bullet points. What I want you to gain from this video is to know that you are literally beautiful, just as worthy as being accepted currently where you are right now. You're not needing to dress up to be in your divine feminine. You're not needing to do anything to be this. You already are. As a divine feminine, you already have this in you. It's about going through the lessons, learning what you needed to learn, and bouncing back, okay? Bouncing back into the divine feminine, soft life era. And I'm sure a lot of you want to manifest things. I'm on this journey as well, and I'm learning as well, but I'm taking y'all on, letting you know most of the things that I have learned so far. So let's get into this video. The first thing that I have is knowing when to choose yourself in certain situations is important because you are your number one supporter. And when I talk about this topic, to me, the number one thing that stands out is me being my number one support. Yes, you have, your family, you have God, you have friends and people who love and support you dearly. We have free will as humans on this earth. Whenever they wake up and they decide, hey, I don't want to be your friend no more, or hey, I don't really want to parent you anymore, or whatever, we still have to know that we are going to be okay because we have ourselves. And keeping yourself in toxic situations is not allowing you to be fully in your divine feminine era. And what do I mean by this? If you know that you are in something that you need to get out of because it is physically, emotionally, or mentally harming you, you are not in your divine feminine era. Divine feminine takes up for herself, a divine feminine protects herself and her energy, and a divine feminine loves herself enough to know when it's time to go. At the end of the day, when no one else is around, and if you're not married, if you're single, you are having that time alone with yourself. How are you thinking about yourself? Are you reflecting on your life in certain situations and relationships that you're in? Know that at the end of the day, the whole world could be against you, but as long as you know that you have yourself, that's all you need. As long as you know that you have that number one supporter, which is you, and you're taking care of that number one supporter, that's all that you'll need. I promise you, I've learned this the hard way. Even in situations where it's tempting to stay in it, right? Because it's what you're used to. If you're used to trauma bonding, not just romantically, but with friendships as well. If you're used to toxic situations, that's what you're gonna be rolling with most of the time. But when you're stepping into your divine feminine era, into your divine feminine self, you cannot hang around that, okay? Here's an energy. No. The second point I have is when we are in our divine feminine, when we're in our flow as feminines, we become more creative. That's just a fact. I feel like when a woman is just completely in her flow and she feels good and she's happy mentally, just everything around her is bright. You can physically see a glow, okay? When we are flowing in our creative space, you can physically see a glow. And this doesn't just have to mean something that's artsy, creative, or a hobby. You've seen pregnant women, okay? No, their skin glows with a whole bunch of other features and things changing around, okay? Their skin is glowing. Their smile looks whiter. You can see how beautiful they look while they're creating something in their stomach. Duh, as feminine energies, when we're in a creative flow, when we're in a healthy mindset, we glow. It's important to protect your peace and keep your mind, the crazy thoughts at a bare minimum. How do you do that? At the end of the night, when you've gotten off work, you talk to everybody, you talk to all your friends, you talk to all your family, whatever you do, you've done your hobby, you took a shower, you ate dinner. Right before you go to sleep, there needs to be some type of 30-minute activity that you're doing to settle your thoughts and settle your mind. Whether that's prayer, reading a book, journaling, meditation, whatever you decide, whatever you choose, that's what's gonna help you keep your mind in a healthy flow. When you're constantly going, you're bound to crash out, okay? You're bound to burn out. And I know this, okay? From experience, I can tell you. Keeping your mind in a healthy flow state is so important. And I know you can crack open a journal. I know you can crack open a book before you go to sleep. Just like you sign in to TikTok and Instagram and all them other apps, you can open up and flip on and sign up into that book. Okay, sign up in and on onto that journal. You can do the same thing. It helps your mind. It helps you release. Same thing, you know, with meditation, having that quiet moment to yourself to release and reflect. What did you learn from today? Also, watch how you're talking to yourself as well. You can be your biggest critic and bully a lot of times. How you're talking to yourself is also important when keeping your mind in a healthy flow. Are you gentle? Are you soft? Are you understanding? Are you loving? Are you forgiving? Are you patient? Are you tough? Are you hard? Are you mean to yourself when things are going on, when you're stressed out? Watch how you talk to yourself, because words are manifestations. For my girlies, for my women, my divine feminine energies that are trying to manifest love, love ain't coming until you love yourself. Y'all are so sick of hearing that, but y'all don't get it. You don't get it. You have to love yourself first before God and your spirit guides and your angels is going to send you the love of your life. Why would they send you somebody when you don't even love yourself? So you can f them up? No, okay? So how you talk to yourself, how you taking care of your mental, that plays a big important part. Keeping your mind in a healthy flow state. Number 3 kind of ties into number 2 when I go into having a good mental health. Not only does doing little exercises at the end of the day to release and reflect help with keeping a good mental health, having a therapist, having a friend that you've known that is trustworthy and that loves you to vent to sometimes. Having a routine when you know you've had a stressful day, you have a routine that you can come home to. You know, once you do that routine, you're good. Keeping your mental health Gucci, not taking everything personal, not taking everything to heart. A divine feminine understands that we're all here living our own experiences. You can't control people's actions. You can't tell people what to do. You can only accept things how they are and learn from them and move on, because either it's for you or it's not. And as a divine feminine, we know when things are for us and we know when things aren't. Keep yourself good mentally. Make sure the relationship that you have with yourself and with God and with your ancestors, your spirit guides, people who are protecting you and watching over you every day, those relationships are the strongest. When all the material things and all the outside people, all of them disappear and turn against you, you know that you have that number 1 support. Know that even if everything all falls apart, you're still going to be good up in here. And I'll do more videos on talking about how to control your emotions and not letting outside things kind of deter you away from being in a happy state of mind. Figure out what keeps you at bay. Figure out what balances you out. Figure out what makes you happy and what keeps you in that divine feminine flow. But Most of the time we're in a good mood. We're in a good mood. Sometimes we have them days where we ready to nuck if you buck, okay? Sometimes we do have those days, but 90% of the time we are smiley, we are happy, we are bubbly, and we're protecting our energy. It is okay to be a happy person. It is okay to be bubbly and girly and quirky. Even if people turn their nose up at you, that's a problem that they're having to deal with. You don't have any problems that you're having to deal with because you're good in your world. It's okay to be nice. It's okay to give. Give to charities, give to homeless people, help stray animals. Like, you're divine feminine, because when you do those things, you feel softer, you feel more love, and you manifest love. You start finding out that you're gaining friends that actually love you and want the best for you and that want to stick around and be here for you, vice versa, you, them, and you start attracting lovers that actually want to date you and court you and want to get to know you because you're so loving and beautiful and authentic. And that's what being in your divine feminine means. Being yourself. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is be exactly who you are right now. You are where you're supposed to be. No one can take away your happiness. Only you can feel unhappy. Only you can create the emotion within yourself and let it stay and spend the night. So protecting your peace, making sure you have good mental health, making sure that you're loving, that you're giving, that you're understanding and patient, okay? Even if you have friends, people you don't know, acquaintances, or family that don't ride with you, that ain't your cup of tea, that's okay, as long as you stay true to who you are. And that's all that matters. I promise you. We're gonna get down on this journey. I have so many videos and so many topics that I want to talk about when stepping into your divine feminine area, your divine feminine self, how to live a softer life, how to manifest love and friendships and new cars and money opportunities and all of these things by being accepting, by being ready to receive, by being open and gentle and loving. That's being in your divine feminine era, with also having a balance of protecting yourself when you need to be, of being tough when you need to be, of being ready to knock if you buck when you need to be. But that's only when you need to be. That should be like 5% of the other time, okay? Most of the time, we're ladies. We're loving. We're gonna let you act a fool and we're gonna sit back and just look at you like you a fool. We too pretty for that. We don't do that, okay? No stress over here. No stress. If you want to learn more about how to step into your divine feminine era, just stay tuned for more videos. Share this video with someone that you feel like may need to hear this message, may need to soften up a bit, and that's ready to change their lives, because we're constantly growing, glowing, and evolving over here, okay? So thank you all again. Have a great one. Peace.